The 507-607-A07 error code represents a communication fault to the blade electronics module. 509/609 represent a connection fault between the blade electronics module and the motor. The overload error code represents the blade motor is with high load. The flashing PTO symbol indicates that the PTO switch needs to be pushed down and then pulled up to restart the blade, or the switch assembly or blade PCBA is defective. If you find the 4 error codes above, or there are no error codes displayed on the LCD screen, go ahead and complete the following 7 tests. Remove the batteries for at least 5 minutes and reinsert to check if the error code still exists. Remove the battery pack and check if the blade motor cable is properly connected. If the connection is loose, reconnect and ensure a firm connection. Remove the battery packs and rotate the blade to check for tightness while observing any interference with the blades. If the blade is loose, use a 14 mm torque wrench to tighten the bolt clockwise. The recommended torque for the blade bolt is 49 to 56 Nm. If the blade cannot be manually rotated without interfering with the deck, the blade motor is defective. Disassemble until you can see the control box. Attach the battery packs, turn on the mower and then pull up the PTO. Observing the green light on the blade motor PCBAs. If the green LED does not show, follow the USB-C wires and look for disconnects. If no disconnects are found, replace the PCBA. Remove the battery packs and check for physical damage on the PCBA. Any damaged PCBAs must be replaced. If the error code still exists after all of the tests above, continue with the following measurements. Use AT20 to remove the 4 screws securing the back decorative cover. Use AT20 to remove the 5 screws securing the fuse box top cover. Measure the resistance of the 4 fuses in the fuse box. If the value is below 1 ohm, the fuse is good. Otherwise, replace the defective fuse. Start the mower and measure the 56 volts input voltage on all of the blade motor PCBAs. The reading should be between 38 volts and 58 volts. If not, the BMS is probably defective. Pull up the PTO switch and measure the 15 volts on all of blade PCBAs. The reading should be between 13 volts and 16 volts. If not, the PCBA or BMS 15 volts power source is most likely defective. Please note that after any repair, the firmware and SN should be updated, followed by machine configuration and calibration. If the error code still exists after the diagnosis above, continue with the following replacements. First, replace the blade motor PCBA and the Type-C cables connected to it. Next, replace the PCBA of the Type-C cable distribution box. Then, replace the switch assembly of the right cover assembly. Then, replace the blade motor cables. Finally, replace the blade motor. If the problem still persists after you have tried all of the above replacements, please contact the distributor.